Hello everyone, Clint from Everything Studios. Today I wanted to go over 3 tools that I think should be in every filmmaker's tool bag. These are 3 things I use almost on every single one of my shoots. Usually I'm going to use 2 out of 3 or all 3 sometimes. The first thing I think that's a pretty inexpensive tool to use that's going to give you some awesome shots is going to be a slider. Basically, a ball bearing slider is going to be your best one. It's going to be very fluid. The one that I use is going to be the Canon slider. This is, I've had this a couple years now. I believe they have a model now that has different feet these feet aren't the best, but they work. You can adjust them up and down with these screws right here. But it's very fluid. And what I did was I mounted a Manfrotto 701 fluid head on there, or video head, and this is compatible with all my other Manfrotto tools. The next one that I recommend is going to be a Steadicam or a stabilizer, whatever kind of category you want to call that. The one that I use is going to be the Glidecam Pro 4000, and I have a Manfrotto quick release on that as well, but that's going to give you some really awesome gliding shots. And I did a kind of a little tutorial overview on this as well. I'll put the description for that video in the description down below. But this is really awesome to get those cool gliding moves for weddings or even commercials. I use these on a lot of business promotional videos, so this is a great tool. The last tool that I use quite a bit is going to be the Manfrotto, let me make sure I give you the right model number for that, is going to be the Manfrotto 561 BHDV monopod. This was actually recommended by Still Motion. I'll give you a link to their Vimeo page, but they are awesome. They are kind of my heroes for wedding videography, promotional videos, that kind of thing. So they use these quite extensively, and this is really nice because you can kind of get that handheld look if you want to go for that while the camera is still being very fluid. And you can also, what I've been doing it a lot lately is, of course, you can use it as a tripod because it has a part where it'll stay by itself, so you can actually use it as a tripod, or you can kind of give it a little bit of motion by holding it. But what I've been using it for a lot, say I have a camera crane, but I can't get it inside tight spaces, so I will actually use this as a camera crane, so I'll get a nice fluid motion, and then I will bring it into my CS6 Premiere Pro, which has the warp stabilizer feature in there. And I did that on a past video. It's a dentist video I'll put the link for, and it makes it look like a camera crane shot, but I'm actually using this stabilized. So very awesome tool to use, and I use this quite a bit. It's nice to be able to get in tight spaces, and it collapses pretty small, so it's a really nice tool. So those are the 3 things that I recommend. If someone was going to ask me, what would you buy if you only had money for one, I would probably buy this. This was the first thing I got, this Manfrotto monopod. It's going to be around 250 to 270 bucks new. This Steadicam is, I believe, new, 400 or 500 bucks, but you could pick one up on Craigslist for 250, so that's a pretty good value. And the last one, this Canon slider, this was, I want to say, around 300. So it's pretty good, but I use them all. So if you can get one at a time, do that. I would probably get this monopod, then the slider, then the Steadicam. But these are 3 things I bring on every one of my shoots, and I use almost all of them, or at least 2 to 3 per shoot. So those are the 3 things I recommend. Let me know if there's something you would like me to go on more in depth on. But thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe if you like the content. Hope everyone has a blessed day.